Surprising twist in the new defense bill. They've decided that they're going to basically defund by merging it into another category, the thing that protects our soldiers against IEDs, improvised explosive devices. What? But those are the things that kill our soldiers the most. If the troops need anything in Iraq and Syria, where now they're back in action, it would be to protect them against IEDs, the #1 killer of our troops. Why would you defund that? All right, let's try to find out. Let's go to the Hill. They explain a defense bill expected to be approved by the Senate Tuesday would eliminate the Pentagon office in charge of stopping roadside bombs that have been the #1 killer of U.S. troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. They go on to explain a little notice provision in the 2016 National Defense Authorization Act would take away the Joint Improvised-Threat Defeat Agency, the JIDA, independent status and subsume the office into an existing Pentagon agency, which critics say would essentially kill its work in coping with improvised explosive devices. Now, wait a minute. Why in the world would you do that? I mean, we spend so much money on the Defense Department. You don't have a sliver of that budget for the #1 killer of our troops? Well, are they less important now? Do they not use them anymore? No. Every expert that the Hill talked to, including the general, said, no, they still use them. That's still the #1 threat. In fact, Army Colonel Curtis Buzzard said of the terrorists, that's kind of their version of a strike. He's saying we do airstrikes, they do IEDs. Why on God's green earth would you take away funding and put it under another division and make it less important to make sure that we're combating IEDs? In fact, Daniel Garre, who's expert in the field, says it makes no sense. It makes no sense at this moment. We're going to go back into the same place against some of the same people. It's nuts. Well, Daniel and Colonel Buzzard and all the critics, let me explain to you why they did this. Because there's not great money for defense contractors to make in fighting against IEDs. Aircraft carriers, ooh, there's good money in that. You load up those pork barrel projects. Oh, jets, we spend billions upon billions on jets that never even fly. That they make a ton of money on. See, people got to get paid. The defense contractors have to get paid. Fighting IEDs, that's not very lucrative. It's kind of a hard business. You can't build a giant machine to fight the IEDs. You can't rob the American taxpayer of billions upon billions of dollars fighting IEDs. All you do by fighting IEDs is save troops' lives. Who cares about that? It's not good money in that. This is the sick world we live in. All these people, the senators, the people who want this, all the ones who are beating their chest now. Oh, we got to go to war with Iran. We got to bomb ISIS more. We got to send in more troops. We got to send in ground troops. They're going to get killed by the IEDs. Who cares? I don't really care about the troops. Come on. Where's the billions of dollars I'm going to waste on giant pieces of machinery we never even use? Hey, everybody's getting rich while those troops die. Yeah, support the troops. Spare me your ribbons, okay? Spare me your political rhetoric, all you hacks. You hate the troops. You don't give a damn about them, okay? You send them into harm's way. You did it in Iraq when that country didn't attack us. 5,000 troops basically got killed there, more than citizens that got killed on 9/11. For what? For what? We're still in the middle of the same mess, and now we've created an even bigger monster in ISIS. And now you're going to send them in again, and you're not even going to defend them against the IEDs because there's not good profit in it. You sicken me. The people who actually care about the troops are the ones that want to spare their lives, make sure they don't go fight senseless wars, and make sure that if they are fighting those wars, they're actually protected so they don't lose their lives. We care about the troops. You use them as a political punchline. You disgust me.